violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. But I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, YouTube? It's the Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into the video.
Man, it's ridiculous. Like, I try not to even leave the house unless I have to. And then I got to put 93 in my car, so I'm really paying like $5, a little over $5. And it costs like around $25, $30 more to fill my tank up than it used to. So it's outrageous. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yep, and you heard it first. Bruh talking about the gas prices, and yeah, they going up. And that means it's going to be more of these super gremlins on demon time hanging outside the gas station. Oh yeah, that's what you're going to see. You're going to see these little dudes hanging outside the gas station trying to sell you a water, trying to sell you some chips. And secretly, they watching so that they can come on the back end and jack you. It's a messed up game in Atlanta, man. They hitting you over the head with the gas prices. Then when you go to the gas station, you ain't even safe.
They definitely need to do something about it.
Definitely cutting down on what you do, you know, what you're thinking about doing?
Yeah, I definitely try to sit in the house more. Like I said, if I'm not going to work or if it's somewhere I don't have to go, then I'm in the house. Because, like I said, it's ridiculous.
You can't afford it, right?
Yeah, it's definitely a big difference. Like.
Atlanta police are looking for a McDonald's worker accused of shooting and critically injuring his manager. Investigators say it happened after that employee was asked to leave for the day. Channel 2's Justin Carter is live at the McDonald's along Moreland Avenue with how this all started. Good morning, Justin.
So I did want to update you guys. The guy who shot the McDonald's manager was arrested. I'm going to get a photo of him in the middle somewhere, but it just goes to show, and he resembles NBA YoungBoy heavily, and it just goes to show that these dudes ain't playing out here. And then it's like, okay, you tell these dudes, yo, get a job, whatever. Then when you on the job, can't nobody tell you nothing, so you shoot your manager, a woman who was just trying to help you. It's crazy. These super gremlins are on demon time.
Sophia, good morning. Yeah, that McDonald's manager, we're told, got into a dispute, some kind of dispute with an employee before that employee was sent home. And things got violent, Sophia, when that employee came back to this McDonald's here with a weapon. See, and that's the thing. She sent him home. You can't tell these super gremlins to leave nowhere, or they gonna come back and spin the block.
It was a scary moment just before the dinner rush around 4:15 Friday afternoon at this McDonald's on Moreland Avenue. Police say a female manager sent a fellow employee home for the day. That employee left and came back. Investigators say the two were talking outside and the male suspect shot her multiple times. We had to blur this graphic video from ATL Uncensored just moments after it happened. The caption saying that she sent him home for moving slowly and not doing his job.
And back out here live, police say the suspect did flee the scene. They're still looking for him this morning. And the manager right now, we are told, is in critical condition, fighting for her life in the hospital. We are live here in Southeast Atlanta. Justin Carter, Channel 2 Action News, Saturday.
Breaking overnight, 3 people are in the hospital after a late-night shooting at a restaurant. DeKalb County police were called out to Fletcher's Place at the gallery at South DeKalb.
They done shot up Fletcher's Place, man. And there's some good eateries at Fletcher's Place. You know, I don't get why they can't just chill, bruh. It's seemingly nonstop. You know, and the reality is, until we get a hold of this situation, the trajectory of where it is going is going to end bad.
Around 11:20 last night, they found 3 men in their 30s who had been shot. Their injuries ranging from serious to critical. Investigators are still searching for a suspect. At last check, they were looking at evidence and interviewing witnesses.
New developments now in last night's mass shooting at a DeKalb County restaurant. One of those 4 victims has now died. Tonight we have new video from inside Fletcher's place at the South DeKalb Mall. We have to blur this graphic video from ATL Uncensored.
Damn, ATL Uncensored is getting everything. They going ham.
But it shows victims shot and lying on the ground inside the restaurant. Channel 2's Justin Carter getting reaction tonight from diners and shoppers after yet another deadly shooting at a place people didn't expect to see violence.
We never forgot about compassion.
We caught Antoinette Tuff on her morning walk at the gallery at the South DeKalb Mall. She had no idea this is what the parking lot looked like just hours before. DeKalb County police say they believe a customer who was possibly intoxicated got into an argument with either another patron or an employee. It happened around 11:15 Friday night. They say that customer then started shooting.
And that is not a good combination. Alcohol, guns, food, and these super gremlins on demon time.
Neighbor Kevin Durant could not believe it.
We should deal with the situation differently than...
He did not tell them that his name was Kevin Durant. No, he did not. Yo, this is not Kevin Durant. Oh my God. Wow, this dude looked like a damn fool talking about some Kevin Durant.
Resort to gun violence.
You remember what Grandma used to say, it takes a village to raise one child? We need our community to come back and say, no matter what it looks like, we standing up.
Police were on scene for hours, collecting evidence, reviewing a surveillance video, and processing a parking lot full of cars riddled with bullet holes. So far, no arrests have been made.
It doesn't make any difference where you at. I don't care if you're in Buckhead or if you're over here in DeKalb County. We're going to stand up and let you know that you have no right in our communities.
Who? Who, sis? Who are we talking to, honey? Because when these sisters are talking, they never get specific. They never get specific, okay? And we rarely see sisters actually talking about it like this, okay? Except the ones that we get on scene or the ones who are actively in some type of program. It looks like she might be a community leader and whatnot. So when are we gonna get the vast majority to start speaking up? Because they still in my comment section giving me hell. Y'all y'all over here letting me get inflamed in the comment section by the community, right? And I'm sounding crazy by saying, yo, this is an issue, okay?
So far, no arrests have been made.
It doesn't make any difference where you at. I don't care if you're in Buckhead or if you're over here in DeKalb County. We're going to stand up and let you know that you have no right in our communities.
Justin Carter, Channel 2 Action News.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comment section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. I'm Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
We begin with the Channel 2 Action News exclusive. Fulton County's district attorney is now the third high-profile official in the county who's coming forward and saying she's receiving death threats. Fulton County DA Fanni Willis says the threats started almost immediately after taking office, but after some high-profile cases, the threats have gotten worse. And she talked only to Channel 2 investigative reporter Mark Winnie. Mark, you've been investigating this story for weeks. She says this is not only impacting her, but really at this point, everyone around her.
Now, Fulton County District Attorney Fanni Willis confirms extraordinary measures, some she can't talk about publicly, have been taken to protect her and her family after threats. A criminal investigation is underway, and if the evidence is there, folks will be going to jail over this.
So what he's talking about is the YSL case. He's referring to the YSL case, and yeah, there are people who are acting as if they are going to do something to police officers. We already did that story on the other young super gremlin who made threats to the police officer and the school official. So this is a real thing, okay? Remember Cortavius Mender, and then his mama and sister was talking about, oh, he ain't involved, and come to find out his cousin was named in the indictment. So there's a lot of things going on here, and you know, YSL, they are involved in some spooky stuff. And otherwise, there wouldn't be this type of reaction, okay? And yeah, she's been getting death threats since she entered office, but she noted ever since she started hitting on YSL, they have increased drastically.
I'm much more cautious now than I've ever been in my life of paying attention to my surroundings.
And you see, they're never gonna. They're laughing. They're making fun in the comment section on social media. I'm already in the comment section. I'm seeing they laughing, but nobody is saying protect black women. Nobody. Nobody's saying that the energy does not. It doesn't stay consistent. And quite frankly, to me, it's disgusting. Like, they're over here making jokes in the comment section when you got a black woman afraid for her life because these super gremlins on demon time are coming for her neck.
It's required for me to stay alive.
Fanni Willis says she ran for Fulton County District Attorney in significant part to help victims and to prevent other people from becoming victims. But now she's become victim of threats.
What are some of the things that have been said in threats?
Basically that they're going to murder me, that the DA is going to get got.
Because of how she does her job, and she's living her life amid extraordinary security measures.
And I'm not going to be intimidated from doing it, and doing it in the correct fashion and holding people accountable.
Look at her desk. Look at her desk. Look how neat this woman is, man. I mean, she qualified for the job. She's going after people. She's trying to clean the city up, make it safer. You know, shout out to Fanni Willis, man. I hate it that she's going through this. They putting this woman through all types of stress. And, you know, I just pray that she's covered.
She says menacing communications about her, mostly on social media, ramped up a lot after the high-profile racketeering indictment involving some celebrity rappers and YSL, an alleged criminal street gang.
We don't believe that these threats were directed by anyone that is in the YSL indictment.
By people sympathetic, potentially, or affiliated?
I would say that people that are very sympathetic, maybe admirers of YSL and connected to them in some sense.
There's one particular suspect who has provided instructions about how people who want to get you can use publicly available information to find your house.
That's correct, and seems to have information about where my house is actually located.
Has that person commented on the level of security at your house?
Absolutely. I'm very grateful that the City of South Fulton, the Atlanta Police Department, Fulton County PD, and the Fulton County Sheriffs are working collaboratively to make sure that they're all informed and to make sure that they are all taking a part in my security, as well as my dignitary team.
I mean, just listen to her talk. She knows what she's talking about. She's got, you know, bringing out all the vocab. You could tell that she worked hard for this position. You could tell that this wasn't an affirmative action hire, and she's going after these guys and standing up to it, and I commend her for it. It's just unfortunate that in the community you siding with the criminals, you fighting for these criminals, bro. It makes me so mad when I see like these other podcasts talking about this situation, and they're talking about Free Thug and this and a third and all this kind of crap, when they have this woman scared for her life. Like I said, you ain't seeing no sisters talking about protect black women in the comment section neither. So stop it.
That is here from the Fulton County District Attorney's Office. There does seem to be some indication that possibly my movements have been surveilled.
Ms. Willis says hostile communications have ramped up too from seeming Donald Trump supporters after the announcement of a special grand jury looking into certain events connected to the most recent presidential election in Georgia.
Oh, it is definitely a significant driver of the heightened security. People are angry about that investigation. People are angry about investigations into gangs. And so each of those things plays a factor in my heightened security.
I'm 100% sure that nobody is on social media who are affiliated with January 6th or Trump supporters coming at her neck like they are for this gang indictment. Okay, she might be having some political pressure, okay, from her opponents in when it comes to politics, but other than that, they ain't, you know, talking about where you live and this, that, and a third and how much security you got at the crib. No, they're not.
Now, Ms. Willis indicated there's no evidence that former President Trump posted any violent social media threats against her.
Of course not.
She says her day-to-day life has been dramatically altered, that she does less with friends and family for fear they could be caught in harm's way because of her. Reporting live at the Fulton County DA's office, Mark Winning, Channel 2 Action News.
Adds another level of concern 24 hours a day. Mark, thank you.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.